Welcome to Zelda Speedruns, welcome to ZSR2, and welcome to what is going to be a great semi-final of the losers bracket. Samura1man versus gymnast86, both players that were obviously in a running to win the entire thing and can still win the entire thing, and the two of them are matching off again after Jim knocked down Samu earlier in the tournament. Without further ado, let's actually move over to the layout and let's say hi to the commentator for today, to Jarhead. He's also doing the tracking today. He's Mr. I do everything today. What's up, Jarhead?
Hello, sir. This is gonna be interesting. I think I should be able to handle this just fine, but it'll still be a thing. So we'll see how it goes. I do appreciate you having me here, and I am more or less ready to start the full-on commentary whenever the races are ready. So how's everyone in chat doing so far?
Alright, race is starting in around 20 seconds. I will leave you to Jarhead. Good luck, have fun.
Thank you. I will do my best. So hello once again, everyone in the chat. How are you all doing today on this lovely Wednesday afternoon? At least afternoon for me. Do we have any European people here? Then I'm sure it's nearing. It's about evening now. Oh, and they're off. All right. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, Jim making the newer play. Well, I say. All right. I did not quite catch the dungeons. I believe we have no Wind Temple and Tower of the Gods. Can anyone in chat confirm for me? Anyway, Jim making the new play of, well, the new for him play of doing Diamond Step early. Samu going with the pretty common strat of starting with a Cliff Plateau. Alright, good. Thank you for verifying for me there. Oh, Jim getting Diamond Step early. First try. I have a lot of clicking to do. Please give me just a moment. Okay. Samu getting his storage. Taking at least 2 tries. Jim getting his Wind Waker dive pretty quick though. Okay. His camera decides to be... Oh no, that's not very good. You know, I get all the way up. Samu got his storage and is making his way to the chest. Jim going for the Wind Waker dive yet again. There you go. Hopefully this time you actually make it up to the top of the island. Ooh, Samu going the long way up. Not going for bulb skip. And not aiming himself properly. What a guy. Jim now inside of Diamond Step. Apologies for my voice there. Samu stored his chest just fine, walking up and is going to clip out of bounds to get behind the gate early without needing to burn it down with a stick. And he's in. Alright. Now will he check what item he got now or will he wait? Seems like he's going to wait until a bit. Joy pendant. Oh yeah, it was 20 rupees, you're correct. Interesting warp pot to go through there, Jim. Samu is on his way to Bird's Peak. He's gonna obviously be doing the clip into the bar to get there early and not have to come back here later with either the grappling hook or the bait bag, which is obviously a nice thing. Ooh, a nice early bow for Jim. Looks like Diamond Step early may have been a very nice move on his. Samu getting his last chest. Ooh, a nice Master Sword there. Ooh, and the hook shot there for Samu. So Samu could now go into Diamond Step whenever he wants, and that will leave that bow that Jim has in logic. Let's see where Samu goes next. Probably Windfall. That's where most people tend to go now. Yep. See if he has some nice little routing here. And let's see how if Jim's able to make up some of the distance that he has due to him doing damage with some nice cliff plateau movement. We shall see how this works out. Getting his storage first try. How very like Jim. Same way going for one of the slower routes on Windfall, getting Tingle first. Not that big of a deal, obviously, but ooh, Jim falling down. Not a very pleasant thing to have. Oh well. Not a super big deal, but, you know, obviously you want to avoid that. Tingle has the leaf. What a guy. Ooh, Jim going for a bold skip and messing it up the first. Getting it the second try. Starting his chest, gonna get his 20 rupees. Tingle also has a nice little note to mom. There you go, Jim. Yep, it's his money. Also getting his other storage first try, as I previously said, how very like. So we know that one is the hook shot, so I will mark that one off right now. Samu starting his kid catching side quest. Jim doing some nice little sail pumps over to Bird's Peak to follow in Samu's footsteps from a few minutes earlier. And time to start catching the kids. Jim's going for the Bob setup, which is a very nice little setup. Thank you, Bob Play Anything. Samu already on top. I feel like he's doing a bit of an interesting route here, but if it works out, it works out. So now Jim is about to get his first sword. And a bomb bag for Samu there. Nice. Alright, same for the little pig nose. Jim is almost certainly going to head off to Windfall himself now. Deciding to use the hook shot to get back onto the boat quicker. Nice little optimization. And off to Windfall he goes. Samu about to be catching what I believe is his last kid. Unless he didn't get the blue-haired one. In which case, you know. I can keep track of most of the items people get, but sometimes it's hard to keep track of exactly everything that happens. I did not mean to click that, my bad. So Jim, knowing what is supposed to be the faster strat on Windfall, which is start the kids first and get everything else on the way. Same with just catching Ivan, he still needs to go get the blue-haired person. He appears to have taken a very strange route when it comes to catching the children. But, you know, if it's working out. Samu finally done catching the children. Jim going up to Mac. Ooh, a nice little Nehru's Pearl for Samu. Unfortunately, not a very helpful item in the seed because we do not have Tower of the Gods. Alright, Maggie, what you got? Another sword! Hell yeah. And Ms. Marie having the bombs. I believe this is a best of one race, yes. Yeah, they're getting a lot of pretty nice items pretty quick. Fortunately, they still do not have the grappling hook. Samu now going up to get his other sword. And will presumably be either doing Mila or heading out to Poprin. And due to the history of races that I've seen Samu do, I imagine he's probably going to try to hold off on Mila until later. There's his other sword. Ooh, Anton catching Jim. Luckily, Jim having enough movement to be able to still catch Ivan on the way up. Very nice. Samu on the way to the boat, yet he's going to be forgoing Mila until grabbing his bomb mail. Ooh, Maggie's letter. That's 2 letters. Jim getting his leaf and his note to Mom here in a moment. Samu heading off to Poprin. There's your note to Mom there, my friend. Odin. Okay, let's see what the little salvage buddies have. Jim's going to resume catching children after getting a nice little delivery bag. We can now mail those 2 letters that we have. Looks like he's going to be doing that before he actually heads into Pop. Jim getting his bomb bag. Which actually may be kind of nice due to the fact that he will be getting bombs here relatively shortly. There's both of Samu's letters, or one of Samu's letters mailed off, and there goes the now into Poprin. Luckily, he can in fact check 3 of the chests without issues due to the fact that he has bombs, which is very convenient. Jim on his way to get the last kid. He will be done momentarily. Samu doing some nice little rolls. Hitting a tree. The tree had it coming. Dropping a bomb on the way. Save time having to spin and wait for it. Jim getting his last kid. Samu getting a nice little chart. First of probably many. There's Jim with his Nehru's Pearl. A nice little bottle. Healing Grandma is now in logic. And there are Jim's bombs. Samu getting a nice little mirror shield, then with the joke about global warming. And the fact that the oceans have indeed risen very much on Hyrule. So Jim not save warping out of the kids. Probably because he wanted to get this mill on the... So Samu, where are you going to be going now, my bud? Mother and child Alice. Looks like he's on his way to heal Grandma. Jim getting his Maggie's letter. Samu on his way to get a nice little fare for Grandmother Dearest. That sounds like a very good plan there, Din. Right, Samu really wanted to get that soup on his way to heal Grandma immediately. Jim talking to his little salvage buddy, about to get his delivery bag. Jim going around the island with the boat so he can get to the mailbox. Hookshotting, saving some nice little time. And sending off those letters. Samu giving his grandmother dearest the ferry. Jim's now got both of his mailed out. Equipping his items so that he can get inside. Looks like he's going to be waiting for night real quick to get his letter to mom check real fast. Samu here will be able to get both of his nighttime checks at the same time. The bow was in diamond set. Ooh, nice little iron boot. Unfortunately, not really required this seed because there's no wind temple. Samu not getting the mail checks yet, deciding to go somewhere else. Jim deciding to just immediately blow up the bottle. He's gotten his nice little bottle for Grandma. The question is, will he decide to go save her this time? Last time he did, but that very well could have just been because it was Mother's Day. Din, there is a setting in the Wind Waker randomizer called Race Mode, which will make it so that 4 of the dungeons will have a required item after them, and the other 2 will have absolutely nothing required in them at all. No items that lead to others. By the way, Jim obviously just getting his mirror shield. And as White Eagle just said, it marks on the map which items they get, or which dungeons they need to go to. So Jim, having just finished up Paw Print, aside from the one thing that they can't get until later, looks like Jim is going to be going to... Oh, Dragon Roost, alright. Yeah, Tower of the Gods and Wind Temple are not in this seat. Samu deciding to not use the stick because he has a bomb. Jim getting a nice little hook shot on that mailbox. Samu checking his first chest. He has a better route through here due to the fact that he has the lead. So you can just jump slash up here and then turn and leaf over to the other chest. It's all items within the dungeons as well. And as I mentioned before, the dungeons that are not required, or that don't have an important item at the end, same dungeons that don't have a required item at the end are guaranteed to not have anything helpful at all in them. But dungeons that do have a required item after the boss will, in fact, likely, or are allowed to have important items after. Yes, they do also serve the map cups. And keys are randomized between chests, but they are guaranteed to make you be able to access said chests, so you won't be key locked. Like, for instance, this chest can literally only have a key in. Looks like Samu is going to Angular Up. An interesting choice. Jim going for the cutscene skip. There he goes. Third try storage. Now, will he be doing this dungeon back? It seems like he will, due to the fact that he is currently lacking the grappling hook. Getting the first shot pretty quick. Samura going into Angular. Let's see if he knows one of the faster strats in it. And there's the almost last bow shot. I think you need to reposition there a little bit, buddy. Ooh, Samura not knowing the faster strats in here. Unfortunate. Doing it the whole standard way. And Jim having a problem with this last shot. There it goes. For anyone not aware, this will let you do a lot of the dungeon backwards, provided you can get at least one key, and that key hopefully is not in the bait. Alright, Samu finishing up an Angular, Jim getting his first, which is the bait bag, and Earth God's Lyric for Samu. Earth God's Lyric somewhat required by the seed, although if you can go mode Earth Temple, then it's not really. But it does make it much more convenient. And there's his key. This will allow him to do the dungeon backwards quite easily. Samu going back to Windfall. Looks like he may be doing Milo. And also checking the Maggie's letter. Oop, Jim just a tad late there. Unfortunate. Opening up the inner dungeon warp up because he realizes there's a very good chance that he will have to come back here. Actually, there's a guarantee because... Actually, maybe not. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. There's not a guarantee, but there's a pretty good chance that he will have to come back here later. Samu watching his little cutscene between the people, the very prejudiced man and the person just trying to do their job. A nice little strat there from Jim. This is not really a strat, but just some nice little move. Alright, there's a command melody. Not wholly required this seed, but is certainly nice to have. There you go, Jim. Oh, did Samu start Milo when I wasn't looking? It appears so because he appears to be just kind of killing some time. Not a terrible idea. Alright, let's see what Dark Room has. The Fire and Ice Art. Nice. A very good item to have. Because Jim did find one key, he is able to go through the dungeon backwards. That unfortunately is a piece of heart, so he's going to skip grabbing it to avoid the little animal. Samu's still waiting on Mila. The telescope. Hell yeah. You can now look at stuff that's far away. Jim almost going using up his key. Samu still doing a bit of waiting. Oh, that's not an item you want to see. Jim. Alright. Oh, you know what? I think he's realized something in that both of the other chests in the dungeon have to be small keys. So he is going to avoid grabbing them both. 400 IQ play from Jim, because I completely forgot about that. Good job there, gymnast. Ooh, a picto box there for Samu. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty nice heads-up play there from Jim. And he very well might not even need to check the mini-boss either, if neither of the chests next to the boss have a have the compass. Ooh, the grappling hook there for Samu. Jim will unfortunately be needing to come back here because he obviously does not have that, but he will be able to clear out pretty much the entirety of this dungeon. The only thing he will have left is the boss, which is quite nice for him. And the way the keys worked out is also very convenient. Samu getting ready to do Lenzo. Okay, so now Jim is hoping, if he actually does this, he is hoping for neither of these chests to have the compass. Jim, alright, there you go. Yes, it does, in fact, even a bit of an advantage, but Jim also has a fair bit of an advantage here due to the fact he was able to catch us. Ooh, that's not the item he wanted to see. Ooh. Getting ignored by that magtail, luckily. Alright, Samu. Getting Lenza's chest. For Roar's Pearl, that's a nice little extra check for him. Ooh. Jim trying to catch a fairy. Fail. Samu stream lagging out. Okay, it was just an orange rupee. We're fine. Okay. That was an interesting save there from Samu. I looked away for a second, so I did not see what Jim just got. Ooh, Jim leaving. Deciding to not get the mini-boss chest. Oh, Jim just got a fairy, that was it, alright, we're fine. Oh! You know what? The last chest has to be the big key. The mini-boss chest has to be the big key. So if Jim wants, later he could try to do a big key skip. Whether or not he'll actually do that, that is the question. But for now, he appears to be going to Fire Mountain since he is right there. Samu getting his flower to do some delivery. And some trading later. Let's see what the Gossip Girls have. Ooh, Gossip Girls not having a very nice item on them. Jim has to do a bit of mountain climbing. That is true, Nerf, but we shall see if this pays off for him in the future, because right now, he knows that he can do that boss. Ooh, the Tingle Tuner for Samu! And there's the last pearl. That opens up Tower of the Gods for him, but unfortunately it's not very... There's his iron boots from the Note to Mom from earlier. I mean, it's actually... I'm unsure if Jim would have practiced or not, because he's been really busy with Skyward Sword and Reverse Bitman. Ooh, not a very nice item for Jim to be getting. So Samu, finally heading into Dragoner's Cavern himself. He does have the grappling hook, so he can definitely fully clear it. Now the question is, will he lose some time on it due to not knowing some paths that Jim does? Although regardless, he will gain some time due to the fact that he doesn't have to... Oh, having some trouble hitting that mailbox. Come on, Samu. Looks like he's going to get Grandma. Interesting for him, considering I thought the last time he only did because he was mother. But it seems like he actually does care about his dear old granny. Samu doing some nice little roll. His island here is actually clear, and because this is not 1.6.0, the lava will not be cleared up, but in future versions of the Randomizer, this lava here will still be here regardless of whether or not the island is in a calm state. Just nice little amount of soup. Yeah, I tend to see Jim copying the soup on like the first or second try. Soup dupe is a very, very nice. Samu's stream keeps lagging out. Am I the only one that's seeing that? Ooh. Samu trying to do the side up and accidentally targeting the Boko Blade and throwing it at him. Getting his mail immediately there. Samu about to get his first key. Now will he take the same strat that Jim does? I imagine not, due to the fact that he can do it normally. Alright, at least on my end, Samu's stream keeps having some slight lag issues, but it's not a big deal. Okay. Race is going pretty good. They've both diverged a fair bit, which is pretty neat. So Jim getting the unimportant pearl as well. Yeah, Soup Dupe is a lifesaver. Same way getting his bait bag, the most helpful item in the game. That's a lie, it's the most useless that is actually placed on the tracker. Except for maybe Nehru's Pearl. Grapple was behind Maggie's letter, which it seems like Jim will probably be getting here in a little bit. So Samu's gotten his second key. I do not believe he sniped down the platform, so it does appear he will be doing this dungeon forwards. Which will lose him a bit of time as compared to Gymnast, who was able to skip, I believe, 4 or 5 chests. Or not 4 or 5, 3 chests, rather. Honestly, yeah, that is an interesting thing, but at least the Windmaker is useful in that it can give you story. The bait bag does nothing for you because we just skip using it. Alright, Jim doing a nice little jump slash get up here. Talking to Creep the first time. Looks like he's not gonna do the, Alright, he doesn't have the picto box yet. Never mind, I'm sorry. As I say, looks like he's not gonna do the storing lenses door strat, but he does not have the ability to do so due to the fact that the picto box was on Mila. Ooh, nice. Getting this shot first try. Let's talk to this guy, get the nice little item from him. Ooh, a wallet upgrade. That's a nice bit of mail for him, but unfortunately he has to wait for an area reload for it, and unfortunately he cannot reload the area while he is waiting on... So that will be a little bit of time for him. Thank you, Dat Sato, for the 1 bit. Oh yeah, I agree with you, Dan. C-hats can be a major pain. Doing some nice little waiting around with Jim. Samu, stream lagging out on my... Okay, there it is. He's getting this little chest over here, which we know also has to be a key. And there you go. These were the... This was the chest that Jim was able to skip. As well as the big key chest, obviously. And I'm gonna mark off that Jim's getting this pictobox. And then I shall, in fact, restart the stream, or reload the page. So I'll be there and back. I'll be able to keep track of what's going on in just a moment. And we're kinda back. The stream hasn't started on my end. Alright, there we go. Alright, so Jim has talked to Lenzo so that he can go ahead and go up the upper. And he does have the leaf, as Samu did earlier, so you can just do that and save some extra time. Honestly, I always get really happy whenever I see double magic because it's just such a nice item to have. There's Jim getting his last pearl. And a nice little ruby. Samu with his telescope. But yeah, double magic is just a super nice item to have, so I always get excited whenever This is really strange. My stream keeps... My stream for Samu keeps buffering a lot. Like, I see that it's not on the restream, but... There's Samu's Fire and Ice Arrow. Right, Frost? Jim, I believe... oh yeah, spawning in, pump in. You're kinda right there, Din. Alright, so Jim is about to get his grappling hook. Oh wait, no, he hasn't watched the cutscene yet. Looks like he and I both forgot that little matter. Samu looks like he's just gonna forgo the stick and just use a fire arrow. Alright, Jim got his flower. Now he needs to go check in with the Gossip Girls. So these two seem to be fairly even right now, aside from the fact that Jim needs to go double check, or needs to go back to DRC so that he can get his shard from Goma. This is the losers bracket semifinals, I believe. So Jim getting a not very helpful. Now gonna go watch the cutscene with Maggie and the postman. Getting the nice little cutscene glitch. So Samu is definitely going to be going to get the boss key, which he will have over Jim, but Jim hopefully will be able to do the boss key skip. If not, then he's going to have to take some extra time to go get that from him. You might be thinking of the Speed Gaming channel. Alright, there's Jim with his grappling. Yeah, Nerf, you might be thinking of the Speed Gaming channel. Because I know that one, it does that. There you go. Thank you, Din. Same, we're trying to dupe his. Took him a couple times. There's the nice little Tingo Tuner there for Jim. Okay, this time that definitely is Samu's stream having issues. There's the boomerang. That'll put Forbidden Woods nicely unlocked. The question is, where will Jim go? It's hard to say who's currently ahead because they both have, I think right now Samu is probably more in the lead than Jim, but they're pretty close right now. Samu's stream has even more issues on my end because I see it playing just fine on the restream, but right now he's still drinking. So I did not catch what Jim just got there. Dang it, the stream has such little delay that I can't use the restream to look. One moment. Ah, yeah, it was just a piece of art, we're fine. Samu just got command melody. Alright, I'm gonna reload the stream real quick. Again. This is certainly a thing. Ooh. I saw on the restream that Jim bonked on the entry to Pauper. Wow, okay. On my end, Jim's restream screen is further ahead than the commentary stream. Nice. Alright, so Samu's in Goma. I'm gonna give it another refresh. Hopefully it'll fix it. Okay, there we go. I did not. Oh, that was a deluxe picture box, was it not? I barely caught it on the restream. No, I mean like, Din, the restream on the ZSR2 Twitch page was ahead of my commentary stream. Didn't I? Man, same way stream is. Jim doing some trading on his way to Needle Rock. I'll give him another extra check whenever he next goes back to Windfall, which sounds like it may be whenever he does trading. Or whenever he decides to trade in Zunari. If he decides to after Needle Rock. Either that or he might wait until a bit later to do it. Yes, Jim getting the erotic flower. I mean, this is a pretty common route to take, in fairness. Like, it's pretty common to route in the trading things along the way to... whatchamacallit? Along the way to Needle Rock. That's true. A lot of runners do forget it. So as an aside, I know you guys can't see it on the restream, but I just saw on Jim's stream that he just Ooh! An interesting little jump there! But on Jim's stream, he just manually marked off all the dungeons that he doesn't have to go to when he, there's a clear all button when you have race mode enabled on the tracker. So. Alright, Samu going to farm out. Yeah, it's really hard to place who's in the lead right now because Samu has the fact that he's completed the DRC done, but Jim has a couple checks ahead of Samu, but he has to redo, or he has to run back into Dragon's Cavern so that he can go. Oh yeah, that is generally how race mode works. Like, if you have 4 starting shards and you have 4 dungeons for race mode, which, ooh, a nice little hammer for Jim, but, I lost my train of thought. Oh well. Oh, but race mode makes it so that 4 dungeons are required, and if you have 4 starting shards, then those 4 shards are going to be guaranteed to be on those 4. Thank you, Math Girl. Or hello, Math Girl. It's just the fact that there's only 1 check in Dragon's Cavern, and so it doesn't really matter when he goes back to... Jim accidentally not saving his picture. And taking a couple extras. Oh, well there's the last sword. Samu unfortunately getting a nice little piece of... If Zunari has the Okay. If Tsunari had the Lightos, this would be a ridiculously early go mode for Jim. Like, he would be able to go mode 3 dungeons and kill 1 boss. Yeah, Jim is getting a bit more and more in the lead. Ooh, Samu making the call to run into Forbidden Woods. Jim looks like he's going to be super swimming over to Forsaken Fortress. So really, this could come down to... Actually, right now, I think I would place Jim in the lead. Because, yeah, due to the fact that he just has to run to Goma to kill her, then I don't think he's very far behind. The first rupee bag is good. The second one, which that was, it doesn't really matter. But so Jim already had the first. Jim, once again, always being a, always getting really fast storages. Samu heading into Forbidden Woods while Jim charges his super. This is a nice little race because it's got a lot of variation in who goes. Because Jim has been taking a much different route from Samu. And vice versa, obviously. Little Cabana D there for a second. Jim doing pretty good on his swim. He just needs to land on the island. Oh. Not sure why he's swimming over here. I mean, I guess that is the easier spot to jump in. Did Samu not get the chest at the bottom? Samu did not get the chest at the bottom. What is he doing? Alright, heading into Helmar. Gotta do some nice little leaf pumps because we jumped a bit further away, but not a big deal. Well, he did do one Fire and Ice Arrow check, but he didn't do all of them. I don't think neither of them have gotten one Gazari yet. Also, that's unfortunate. Samu got an item in that upper chest, but I don't think anyone was able to see it because the stream lagged out when it did, and I can see such in the clip. Like, we're not able to see what that top item was. I think we just have to assume it was not a good item. Oh, was it? Okay, well that leaves that it has to be one Gazarya for him because he already had. Thank you, Frost. I am currently using Gymnast's audio, so. The Earth Gods, I don't remember offhand where it was. I think they got it in the middle of like a bunch of other checks. Yeah, Jim got a nice little spicy soup too. And Hallmark really was taking his time with getting his head out of the ground there. And with soup, just 2 or 3 quick spins is enough to kill the bird. Yep, Gymnast only has light arrows for go mode. No, he didn't. What are you on about, Frost? He just does it really fast. There's a small key for Samu. Jim seems like he's going to be trying to avoid fighting Phantom Ganon. Not a bad move. Nice little insta-kill on the— ooh! There's light arrows for Samu in the Morph. So we know that Jim's not really going to be getting anything that he wants or needs. Actually, you know what? Jim does need power bracelets, they do need power bracelets, because they need power bracelets for Valhalla to fight, or, you know, to beat Valhalla. So they do need power bracelets. But, light arrows were in the Morph pit. So you know what? I've forgotten about, power bracelets, but yeah, they do need that. He can't go mode it, or he can't go mode it yet because he can't kill Valhalla yet. He needs that before he can beat Valhalla. I just realized Samu is doing this without the boomerang. He's going to be doing a nice little ledge clip to get into the basement. Oop. Jim hasn't been to Forbidden Woods yet, Math. Also, hello Linkus, how are you doing there, my guy? So I believe Jim was able to skip getting a couple chests in here because he never got the map or... Yep, so he can skip fighting Phantom Ganon. As soon as Linkus gets in here, everyone's just like, "Hey Linkus! Hi Linkus!" It's like, I kinda am as well, but it's like... So it's just kind of funny to see suddenly everyone being, "Hey Linkus!" Ooh! Jim is heading into Forbidden Woods. This could be very good for him, although he still does need his power. Alright, time to get his little letter from Errol. While Samu is still trying to do his ledge clip, and there he finally got it. Alright, Samu getting a nice little clip into the basement. Ooh, purple rupee. So, Jim is going to be getting his light arrows in here, so the only thing he will need after that is power bracelets, which we still haven't found. Just gotta wait on the cycle. Oh, hello! Okay! Oh! Alright, that's a thing. Hello there, power bracelets. So now all Samu is missing is a sword for Gomo. They've had some really lucky routing here. Jim being able to skip like 3 chests in Forbidden Woods, and now Samu being here finding some really nice items here in Forbidden Woods, with Jim not that far behind. The Master Sword upgrade was, I believe, on a Fire and Ice Arrow check. I could be misremembering though. I sometimes have very bad memory with item locations, and this certainly appears to be one of those times. Oh yeah, Deluxe Picture Box. It was on Min & Co. You're right, I'm dumb. Yeah, and Deluxe Picture Box is in the popper in the top chest. Yeah, thank you everyone. I'm, like I said, sometimes I have really bad memory with items, and this certainly appears to be one of those times. Jim doing the nice little storage strat to get to the top, as he always does. I've mentioned this before, but it always makes me really happy to see him do this because I came up with this strat. Ooh, sliding down by accident. I have to be careful to not go too far left. Thank you, Biker. I wouldn't. This has definitely helped out in great part due to the fact that the ZSR tracker is very, very good. Okay, Jim having some weird little things happen to him. Oh god. Right. And Samu unfortunately failing his leaf pump, so he had to run all the way back. Yeah, the Lex Spectre box was the top chest of paw print. There's Jim's Win Guts. They both went before they got the grapple. They were able to get all three, or the three bottom chests, but they didn't have the grapple, so they weren't able to get that one. Ooh, Samu, messing it up again. No, they both went to paw print nerf. They just didn't have grapple hook at the time. They got grapple after they went. Because grapple was behind Maggie's letter, which they got at Salvage Core at paw print. Alright, Sam, we're trying this again. The chest he stored was the bottom of that second room of Forbidden Woods, which you can use to then climb up to the top, or rather. Nice little treasure chart. So right now, if anyone's wondering, I would probably firmly place Jim in the lead here due to the fact that the last two items he needs for Go Mode are going to be in this seed. There are in this. So Jim heading on over to the Morth Pit in spirit of my good friend Monticle, who is streaming, or who is on the French restream right now. Excuse me. Jim is about to be heading into the Morth Pit, so you need to be putting on the best music that. Well, Samu already has the power bracelets and light arrows, but he doesn't have the last sword. Alright, so there's Jim's light arrow. The question is, will he remember that he needs the power bracelets? Seems like he does, which is very good. Yeah, Jim's ridiculously consistent with this game. Alright, it does seem like he is remembering that he needs his power bracelets, which is very good. Oh. What happened? Oh god. Did Samu's stream die? I am pinging Trez. He's just done the mini boss, so. Oh wait, no, it's back. Okay. So Jim doing the mini boss side first, which is not ideal in this case, but you know, not that big of a deal. It would. If you kill the mini boss fast enough, then the music just plays indefinitely. Man, Samu's stream is having a hell of a time. Alright, it was just a chart. We good. Jim deciding to go for the fire arrows. Not the fastest kill possible, but it does avoid the music playing indefinitely. Which is good for me, given the fact that I'm using Jim's audio. Personally. I'm pretty sure the stream itself is using Samu's, judging from what everyone said. Right, nice little dungeon map there for Sam. Jim farming a nice little golden feather off that pea hat. Personally, I like the song, but it gets when it goes on forever, it starts getting a bit grating to me. But That's for you guys to make the call on, because as I mentioned, I'm using the using the other. I believe that was the big key Samu just got, but again, my stream is lagging out a bit, so I couldn't quite tell. Alright, the restream helped me out there. Yeah, definitely the big. Alright, Jim should be heading down to the basement soon, which will give him the power bracelets. Once he gets those two. Yeah, what Alinka said. He knows the game better than I do. Samu killing Kalidemos with bombs. There's definitely a boss key skip. Dead like you, Jim just needs power bracelets and then he's go mode, which are in this dungeon in the basement, which he's now heading down to. Yeah, there's a boss key skip for this dungeon. You just store a chest and then you can walk straight through the right side of the door. Alright, so Jim should be getting his power bracelets here in this very next. Samu has killed Kalidemos. Oh no, Jim! Oh, that's unfortunate. The other chest is the one that has the thing, the power bracelets. Oh no, an unfortunate jump. We've just passed the 1 hour mark. Samu getting his shard. Ooh, Jim missing the fire arrow shot. There you go. Alright, Jim, you just gotta head back up and get that upper chest, and then you're out of here. You're kinda right there, math girl. Alright, Jim, let's go get your power bracelets. And there you are. Now you just need to get the hell out of here. Linkus with the Skyward Sword flame. It's no secret that he is not a fan of Skyward Sword. So yeah, Gymnast now in go mode, he just needs to go store some chests and kill some bosses. Samu heading over to Ice Ring. Unfortunately, we know it's not going to have anything that he actually needs. So it seems like he's setting himself up to be in just a string of not any required items. Because it seems like he's probably going to be going from here over to Cabana and then probably to Bomb. At least. Oh, Samu out of arrows. Oh no. He can't do the faster strat. It seems like the more general opinion is that Skyward Sword wasn't a fun game, but there's a lot of people that disagree. But I mean, the quick spins take a long time, in fairness. Like it might actually be faster to do it this way. I'm not, because the quick spins take a long time to break down the thing. Yeah, Biker, he did Angular earlier. Ooh, a really nice throw. Got one more on the other side he needs to break. I think that's the Din skin. It's something like that. Hang on, I'll check the model. Yeah, Din with green hair, that sounds right. Alright, Jim getting the Kalidemos kill. There's so many nice models for this randomizer. Oh wait, where are you warping there, Sam? Great fish, okay. Gonna do trading, I guess. I'm surprised he's not grabbing Cabana while he's right there. There's another shard there for Jim. save warping to the beginning of the dungeon so we can take the warp pot back to DR. Yeah, that might be a reason why Jim tends to use the normal model. Yeah, Jim going to take the warp path back to DRC to save himself some trouble. We gotta open the pot first. Luckily, he did think to open the one. Yep, dungeon warp pots are enabled in these race settings. Samu finishing up his trading, now gonna head on down to I can't think of things right now, my goodness. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like if you aren't betting on Jim right now, then you're probably wrong. Jim has a pretty solid lead right now. Jim, you didn't get the big key earlier. Alright, he looks like he's doing the skip. Looks like he's trying to do the grab clip method. Wasting some time here, Jim. Filling up some soup. Or filling up on magic, rather. There you go, Jim. No, Linkus got knocked out a couple rounds ago by Trug, who was then knocked out by Jim here. Oh, I think Jim and Trog's race was actually only a couple days ago, which I also commentated. Well, at that time I wasn't alone, but, you know, details. Alright, Samu getting his hammer. All he's missing for go mode is the last sword, which is Deluxe Picto Box. It does not appear this will be as fast as a seed as Jim had with Trog, but still a pretty quick one. Samu on his way to do the super swim over to Forsaken Fortress. Safety saving just in case, not a terrible idea. Let's see how many tries it takes him to get storage. Ooh, first try as well. Nice. Doing the roll clip method. The hardest of the three methods. For anyone who doesn't know, a little bit to the right of where Samu is, you can just target an ESS walk into the wall and you'll just clip. Although you have to be careful because there's not much ledge behind it. Well, Nerf, you better be hyped for tonight, because that, I believe, was happening at 8:30 tonight. At least Eastern time. Oh no, Samu. You're gonna have to swim back to the island there, Samu. Yeah. There's another shard for Jim. Just has to go get Earth Temple. Yeah, the mother and child island, or the mother island, when it comes to super swim, or when it comes to swimming with chest storage, is really awkward. Yeah, Samu's unfortunately in a not very good spot here. When it comes to Dragoneer's Cavern, yes. Because it warps you right out to the front of the island, whereas saving and resetting in a... saving and resetting when it comes to Dragoneer's Cavern will just take you back to the dungeon, then you have to exit and then save warp again. Yeah, regardless, one way or another, even with inner dungeon warp pods, if you save warp out of a boss, it dungeon, which then you have to leave and then save warp back out. He was super swing, I believe. I had a couple of Discord messages I had to reply to, so my apologies. So I didn't quite see if anything like actually weird was happening, but as far as I could see, he was just doing what you do. Samu, you're having a weird time there. Alright, heading up to do homework first himself. Ooh, Samu. Jim is definitely in the lead. He doesn't have the harp song, no, but he doesn't need it. Earth Temple, you can skip it entirely when you're in go. Yeah, go mode skipping this is really easy. I guess I shouldn't say it's easy, but it's really fast. Not entirely sure why he's going back to grab Medley here. And he realized he didn't need her, so he dropped her. Getting 3 of the chews really fast. Alright. That is correct there, Nerf. For anyone not in the know, there you go, Nerf has just spelled it out for you. So Samu is currently in a not great position in comparison. Jim, once again, really fast with his swords. MS is Master Sword there, dead like you. Alright, Samu about to do his Helmmark story. Yep. When it comes to Earth Temple, you just kind of ignore pretty much every wall ever. Samu having one heck of a time getting his storage. There it goes. Yeah, Jim knows go mode ET. Go mode Earth Temple is really, really good. And it's really good that we have HD rules here because the strat becomes infinitely easier with them. Otherwise, it's really, really terrible. Samu's having a time with Helmmark there, isn't he? Ooh. The bird. Oh my goodness. Okay, the bird is out of here. The bird is gone. He's out. I'm not sure if that's in a position where the bird will actually be able to come back. Okay, it's back. But it's in a really dangerous spot. And also, it's just giving Samu a bunch of grief. Right, Jim going to do the last clip into the wall, aside from the boss key skip, of course. Man, Helmmark is not being very nice to Samu there. I think Jim's gonna just decide to kill the key so that they stop being. Finally, it seems Samu has finally gotten an ideal Helm Rock place. And now just the boss key skip remains, which is rather easy once you know how it works. Samu finally being able to kill Helm Rock. I'm about to get his next shard. Which realistically places him technically even with Jim in terms of shards, but I mean, I think we all know how that technicality works. Jim? What you doing there, guy? Why aren't you light arrowing him? Okay. I mean, I guess this works. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. Hey, he remembered! Only took him a cycle. Yeah. Jim is definitely ahead. Jim is about to get his last shard, and then he'll be able to head down to Hyrule. Samu is still missing the shard that Jim is getting right now, and the the last Master Sword. Got a nice little bloopy there. And there's Jawalhalla dead for Jim. Now he just has to make sure to not forget the shard. I feel like this dungeon is the easiest one to forget the shard. Probably not even that long there, probably like 3 minutes, but the fact of the matter is Samu still has to go all the way through Earth Temple. Okay, he did remember this time. He's missing it a couple times though. And there you go, Gymnast. You're now in go mode. Time to head on down to Hyrule and kill some Ganondorf. Oh, that's smart, Samu. I don't know why I've never thought of that. Did he what? So there's the full Triforce there for Jim. Oh, I know exactly what meme you're talking about there, Noob. And believe me, it will be made in the spirit of my friend, who is currently not here. Oh no, it will be made, Lua. I assure you. Samuel heading to Outset? What? Oh, did he mess up? What? What are you doing, Samu? I'm confused. Is he getting more soup? Or is he getting the mail here? Alright, so there's Gymnast with his good old hardest trick in the game, barrier skip skip. You have to get like 11 items out of the way for it. You have to get 8 Triforce shards, and you have to get 3 full Master Sword upgrades. You have to get so many items to be able to do barrier skip skip. Look at Gymnast here, performing it. And on he goes. Samu going to Earth Temple now. Okay. Not the best move you could be making there, my guy. I feel like you should probably be focusing more on overworld checks, but... Right, Din, it's the hardest trick in the game. You have to get so many items for it. It's no wonder it wasn't found forever. No. Aw, poor Sam. Gonna be doing the entire dungeon. Thank you, Nerf. Jim grabbing some more magic on his way to defeat Phantom Gan. Grabbing his light arrows. Oh goodness. Now the 3-frame saving trick. Oh, math go. Like on HD with item sliding. Yeah, I'm sure that was one hell of a time for people to have had. Time to have fun at the light arrow playground while Samu runs around killing some. Jack, you should have seen Jim's race a few days ago. He ended up finishing in like 117, which is the fastest I think we've ever seen a race mode seed ever be finished. Yeah, 117. I think it should be up on speed gaming now. I will check for you. In the meantime, Jim starting Puppet again and getting the first snipe. And now aiming up for the second one. Aw, Puppet again is moving in a rather unfavorable way. And got the next. Really good shots here from Jim. Oh, very close on the third one, hitting the string instead of the ball. And that was a really good Puppet Cannon phase 1. On to phase 2. Well, Samu opens up the basement of Earth Temple. That was wrong, it appears... Oh wait, never mind, hang on. Alright, time for the spider. Ooh, coming close to Crypt. Not quite, though. Alright, so it appears the 117 from Jim has not been uploaded to Speed Gaming, but I assure you, he did it. It was insane. Aw. No Crypt shot today. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Jim unfortunately shooting underneath the ball. Alright, phase 3. Will he go for the snipes on this one as well? Or will he just go for the bombs? Going for the snipes. Ooh, barely missed the first one. Hit the second one. Now going for the bombs. Not a bad ideal. Ooh, getting tail whipped. Even though tail whip isn't supposed to do damage. Haha, Pokemon reference. Alright, second shot. Meanwhile, Sim is going to the Earth Temple base. I'm not sure about you guys, but I feel like Jim may or may not have the lead here. Alright, and there's Puppet Cannon. Super Mario Maker 2, I believe, Math Girl. I was right, haha! This is a really close race, everyone. Very, very close. Don't forget to give your GGs to Samu when this race finishes up. Ooh. Jim having some trouble doing the roll. Yeah, 72 deaths. Let's see if it happens. I feel like that would be a first in general, like a first anyone dying on Ganon 72 times. And it's a Alright. I'll make that joke when he actually finishes. I will re-say that joke there for us, don't worry. Jim climbing up the rope. Or the chain, rather. That's not a rope, me. Jim getting some nice lead arrow kills on those floor. Now, I've definitely seen people dying on Ganondorf, don't worry. Even multiple times, but... Oh, Samu got caught by a floor master, oh no. Nice quick spin. Avoiding getting hit. Samu's stream appears to have just died. Alright, it's back. At least on my end. He's back in the floor master room. I can assure you, he is back to killing floor masters. There he is, he's back on the restream now on my end. Alright, and... Oh, Zelda's deciding to hit Jim. Come on, Zelda, there you go. And here we go. And Gymnast is the winner. GG Gymnast. With another very fast seed. Let's see if he'll be coming in here momentarily. Not sure. Is there anything anyone wants to ask for the interview? Because there wasn't really a whole lot, like, specific. Oh yeah, and it's a photo finish! Alright. But, is there anything you guys want to ask for the interview? Because there wasn't, that I could think of, there wasn't, like, anything exceptionally notable. He just had really, really good performance the entire race. What are you asking about, Nerf? Oh, I'm done, Nerf. Alright. Thank you, Nerf. What do you mean about getting the information, though? Hello!
Hello.
Well, it seems like your confidence for this race was well-founded.
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, considering Samu is currently going through Earth Temple, and he does not have the last sword yet, so he's
Okay.
he's in a bit of a spot.
Is he missing the one that was in Cliff Plateau?
No, he's missing the one that, or he's his is the one that was behind the deluxe pick.
Oh, okay.
Everything else he has though. So that was just really good performance in general because, yeah, we were hyped about how excited you are as always. But you just performed really well in general that entire race. Like there wasn't really anything bad because you had really your routing and DRC worked out really well, and the fact that you noticed that you didn't have to go check those other two chests for the keys, and then doing the boss key skip worked out rather well. It didn't take too long.
Yeah, it was definitely faster than going to fight the mini boss.
Yeah. And then Super Swim to FF was good, and it was, I believe you ended up not having to check 2 chests, right? Phantom Man and something else?
Yeah, because the first 4 things I checked didn't have the map and compass, so...
Yeah. So that worked out really well. And then you got rather convenient, because you decided to go back to Pop Rent really, rather early compared to you got your Deluxe Picto and got that. You just ended up having really, really good routing, and it worked out rather nicely.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I did that, because I was considering doing Forbidden Woods first instead of going back to Paw Print to potentially get what was in there. I was just gonna be like, okay, I'll just go to Paw Print and then I'll go to Forbidden Woods immediately. But when I got the Deluxe Picto Box, I was like, okay, that's 2 checks on Windfall. If I go to Great Fish to trade and then go to Needle Rock after, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll do that. But turns out that was the correct decision.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that just worked out quite well for you. Samu is currently fighting Valhalla himself. But yeah, good job. Like I said, just really good performance the entire way. And really good keeping track of everything at like the aforementioned Dragon Roost Cavern stuff. It was just really, really solid performance. So congratulations on your winning, and we will be seeing you in the losers final where you will be facing off against, I believe, either Woofer or Zombie, depending on whoever loses tonight.
Yeah, that's correct.
So thank you for joining us. I think for now we'll just continue watching Samu catch up while we wait for Trez to do something with the stream. And thank you for joining us and for having a very, very good race.
Of course.
And we will see you another time.
What? I can't stay?
I mean, if you want to stay, feel free. Apparently. Oh, hello, Samu.
Hello.
How are you doing there, friend?
Good. I just forfeited, so you don't have to guys wait for too long to me to finish the...
Alright, fair enough.
GG's gymnast.
Yeah, GG's.
I assume the master sport is somewhere in the overworld. I just skipped.
Yep, it's you have to get the Deluxe Picto Box in Paw Print, the top, and then that has the Master Sword behind it.
Nice. I was thinking to not do anything in overworld because I knew the boomerang is somewhere there, and if I found it, then it's kind of like because I got the power bracelets in Forbidden Woods, and you need a boomerang to get it, so I was thinking to not check overworld at all.
Yeah, the boomerang was behind Ferore's Pearl? Or it was behind
Something
some
like
mail. Something in the mail.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly which one it was. I was just keeping... I was too busy trying to keep track of all items both of you were in.
Did you get the wallet upgrade? Because I didn't get it. That might be
yeah, I ended up getting both wallet upgrades.
I don't have both of them.
Oh, apparently it was the first wallet mail was the boomerang. Is what someone in chat is saying.
Yeah, I figured.
So you seem to have a bit of trouble on on a few of the tricks. Like the Super Swim to FF was some problems.
Yeah, that was like kind of rough, but I made it there, so it's all good.
Yeah, in the end you did get there. You are correct. Although you should, would probably would have been a little bit easier if you knew that you can if you go just to the right of where you were doing the roll clip to get out of Mother Isle, then you can just target an ESS walk forward, and you can just walk straight through the wall.
Yeah, okay.
You just have to be careful because there's not much of a ledge after it.
Yeah, I figured that I had to go on that island.
Yeah. So yeah, good race, everyone. It was good talking to the both of you, and we will probably we'll be seeing Jim a bit later. Now we just have to sit and wait for Trez to end the stream.
But I'm really happy I got double eliminated, just like in the old tournament. Previous one. Turok double eliminated me, then now Gymnast. Who's gonna be the next one?
Yeah.
And in the loser semis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hello.
I did.
So just popping in because I think Trez has fallen asleep.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but we'll go and raid ZSR1 anyway. I can at least do that, although I don't think I can cut streams, so we'll probably end up streaming after the raid, but whatever. They're doing a Zeta race, so we can go and check that out.
Alright.
Yeah, it's been fun watching this. I enjoyed it.
Yep. Thank you for helping out a little, and unfortunately that your computer ended up having issues and wasn't able to restream it. So.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate. I think I know what the problem is now, but I don't know how to fix it, so I'll have to see if we can get Trez on that at some point soon. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to the bottom of it. Alright, should we do the raid?
Probably. Thank you once again, both of you, for having a good race and for joining us for a short chat after the.
Thank you for the commentary.
And
Thank you very much for doing the tracking also as usual.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
much
all
easier
alone.
on ZSR, I will say. Yeah, the speed gaming tracker, not the best thing I've ever seen. But yeah, it worked. So.
Does indeed. Alright, cheers everyone for watching. We'll see you again soon, I hope.
Yep. Farewell stream, farewell racers.
Good luck. Good luck, Gymnast, for losers finals.
Thank you. We'll probably need it against either Zombie or Woofer.
Yeah, definitely.
In any case, though, I'll see you guys later.
Alright, see you.
See you around.
Hi, stream. I'm back. And yeah, we won. We're going to the losers finals now. I'm gonna have to win at least, if I want to win the tournament, I'm gonna have to win at least like 6 more matches. So that's gonna be fun. Let's see. Where is this? I still look extremely tired. Nice. Look at this wide-stretched Wind Waker.
Well, the thing about the next few matches is that they're all best of 3, I'm pretty sure, Nerfoxing, so I have to win 2 matches each time
If I want to make it to the win.
Because I'm pretty sure losers finals. Let's see. Okay, yeah, losers is best of 3. Grand finals is best of 3. But then if I win grand finals, there's another match that gets played. No, all the matches aren't today. Definitely curious as to who I'll be playing, though, so it's interesting to think about. Anyway. Get rid of this GameCube controller. There was someone in the ZSR2 chat who was really interested in what I had for breakfast today for some reason. And the unfortunate answer is I did not have any breakfast today, because for some reason when we scheduled this match, I thought it was 3 hours later than it actually was, so I realized this last night, and I was like, oh, I have to wake up 3 hours earlier than what I was intending. So I didn't get much sleep exactly. Why can't I see anything? Out of range. Monitor doesn't want to display my Wii. Well, right now it's noon, 12:03 p.m. Catch up on sleep during cutscenes. I mean, maybe if I had narcolepsy, but I don't have narcolepsy, thankfully. No, I wasn't planning on waking up at 3 p.m. I was planning on waking up at noon, but instead I woke up at 9 a.m. because the match was at 10 a.m. No, I'm not going to do more Randomizer today. I need batteries because we got to do Skyward Sword. So, the batteries. Okay. Oh, wait. I got mail? What is my mail? Oh. Homebrew channel. Nice. For 16 minutes, I think. Or is that 16 hours? I don't know. That was yesterday. This is all Skyward Sword. I completely forgot that the Wii had these features. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go get, like, a bar of something. I don't know, like a Fiber One bar. And then I'll go get water, and then we'll do a little bit of practice, and then we'll start. So, yeah. Enjoy the title screen music and cutscenes while I do that.
Okay. This off. No, okay. That was just that cutscene for some reason. Anyway, we're back. We have hydration. Let's see. I need to change my stream title. What, the food? I already ate the food. I don't think eating food on camera is going to give me a sick view count. Am I Wii in 2016 for any reason? I think it had to do with when I originally tried to homebrew it. There was some exploit with like the date time format that I used or something. Never bothered changing it back. Alright, now let's actually tweet out the fact that we're doing Skyward Sword any percent speedruns. got commands working this time. Howdy, Moraldin. You made it here early. Kind of. I mean, we've actually been live for like 2 hours almost, but we weren't doing Skyward Sword any % speedruns. We kind of need a live split. Alright. Let's do some warm-up first. Thanks for the good run, Nat. For the good run, the good luck. I'm English. It's going alright, Isaac. Yeah. Thank you for the good luck, Schuber. Thank you for good luck as well, marginally better. And hello, Chevy. Alright, no flexing around. We'll see you later. See you again when I do Wind Waker Randomizer next. I mean, the reason my file's right here is because I was making save files to go through the route. Because I've always wanted, like, just save files at, like, every point in the run that I could imagine. Because they'd be useful for things. Thanks for the good luck, biker. I mean, the start of these runs isn't anything special, really. Well, what you would normally expect from Skyward Sword any %. I think Goron's in every game since OOT. I'm not sure. What's sub-goal till I super swim IRL? I don't know. I don't have the necessary equipment to do a pool stream of any kind. I thought the seed was alright. I was able to, or the routing that I chose ended up being pretty smart with what the seed had. No, yeah, sub 4 seems fairly realistic right now. Not gonna be easy though. But I would say it's definitely possible, at least considering my sum of best right now. My sum of best is probably just going to keep getting lower. Especially as we figure out more routing stuff. No, with the current stuff that we know, Skyward Sword is not going to surpass Wind Waker. We'd have to figure out more, like, useful RBMs or something. I'll tell Wember I said thank you, Nat. My race mode randomizer PB for the Wind Waker is a 117. I got it on, I think it was Monday. I almost got sniped. Which Zerdy's Eld would I suggest picking up to speedrun? I mean, that depends on what you want out of the game you speedrun. Like, you just want whichever one's the easiest? Or... Yeah, I'm just going through Fire Sanctuary for practice Paladin. Once we're done, then we'll start doing runs.